Okay. Oh, okay, okay. I should be able to hear myself right now, man. Ah, it should be done.
バルナバス
I should be
な
able
ぜ
to
そうまで
hear
人であること
myself
に
right
固執
now.
する
If
見
I
る
am
と
wrong, but I haven't even started stream yet, is it? Oh no,
いつ
wait.
の世も人が変わることはないその弱さゆえに力あるを妬み力なきを踏みにじる
Yeah, yeah,
愚
I
かに
really start
己
streaming.
と異なるを
Thank
憎み
God, bro.
己
Thank
と
God.
同じと見るや徒党を組んで
Let's
他を
hear
愛
whether
する
can I hear this shit
そ
or
れ
not.
もひとえに己の安楽と優越のため差別も迫害も分断も対立も人が作り上げてきた悪意の営みそのものではないかそれらはすべて自我による苦しみがもたらしたもの
Alright, I am able to hear myself, so... Yep, let's go and play this. Let's go and play this shit. Right now. Again. As long as I don't die.
私かお前かこの戦いが終わればおのずとわかるいやそれだけか 所詮人など長いもの神の力に抗うことなどできる
Nice.
神の写しみとして選ばれながらまだ愚かの死に身をやつすかならば
Nice. moving time. I'm so over with this, man. Come on, please, just let me win this shit. Come on. Alright, with that cinematic strike or clash, or whatever that you want to say about it. Alright. Now, free yourself, resource. You will not defeat me otherwise. We'll see. I had to be super focused, man, right now. Yes, let's go then. Kill you, man. Nice. Fuck. I knew it. Fucking shit. I always have to die at the last fucking minute. Like, come on, man. I always had to die at that fucking moment.
さあ、お前の力を見せてみろ。
I swear to God, this is getting very annoying.
力を見せてみろ。Fighter 6. Fighting ground.
Yeah, every day I do this, never fear losing. And when I get up in the game, yeah, I'm improving. A real problem, but I solve them all facts proof. And if you think I'm gon' fold, then you talking fool. Yeah, y'all wanna win.
Here comes a new challenger.
Oh, looks like these two have more beef than a Philly cheesesteak.
Round 1.
Here we go. What are these fighters going to do? Checks with a projectile. The move whiffs and they get nailed with a punch counter. Player 1 with the life lead. Alright. Player 1 has used up all of their drive gauge. The drive gauge is completely empty, meaning their ability to block is also weak. Well-timed corner switch. Okay, creating some space here. Both of them have entered burnout state, which will drastically change their approach to the fight. Player 2 creates a good corner opportunity. In a dire situation, they can't afford any mistakes. Player 2 has completely used all of their drive gauge, but they still have enough life left to take the round if they burnout! Expect the tempo of the match to kick. They were not cleared for takeoff. Player 1 takes the round like a thief in the night. What else can they get away with? Dives in with cool face. This round is so important. You can feel the intensity in the air. Brushes that off and keeps going. Oh, burnout triggered! Player 1 in dire straits with burnout! Nightshade Pulse comes out to play. Both fighters have a full super meter on deck. The winner will be the one who manages it best. Player 1 is dominating this match. So, what's next? Player 2 will look to apply odds for the critical art.
Viper goes all in on hard luck rejected. Like my boy always says, you're about to see a profession now. Go to work.
Both fighters planning something? A RKO. Player 1 brings it home. Let's see if they can build themselves a streak.
Comes a new challenger.
We're in for something special right here, right now.
Round 1.
Right, let's go.
Here we go. What are these fighters going to do? No good up high. Tries to throw, but that parry may be just the catalyst they need. Player 2 creates a good corner opportunity. Gonna pay for telegraphing that jump in. Whiffs the throw. Very solid corner switch. Rejects the air attempt. Player 2 sets the tone with that win. Let's see if they can keep it up. Converts the opening impact into a punish counter. And electrifying springs forward with the drive rush. Player 1 will look to apply experiencing burnout.
Mission complete. Hit.
Player 2 is in a pretty good situation with the meter advantage. Both fighters planning something? Ooh, the opponent thought they had the high hand with that air attack, but they're about to get crushed. The throw missed. This could lead to some big damage. They back the opponent into the corner. Now to apply in there. Last round, people. Both fighters gotta go all in from this point. Jump. Brushes that off and keeps going. Doesn't miss a beat. Tries to act quickly, but whiffs the attack. Player 1 is looking at a grim situation with burnout. Low heavy. Plus anti-air. Player 1 can't let this simmer. They gotta start cooking. This could lead to some big damage. A real test of nerves here. They're in range. The shot pays off. Player 2 was an absolute beast.
Arcade.
Oh, Zangief.
HP
Oh my
maxed.
God.
Side quest done, and the skill tree's
Bro.
fully unlocked. Let's get it on.
I'll take on all of you.
Oh my God.
Let's see what they try to do here in the first round. Stands firm and blocks the drive impact. Player 1 pushes the opponent into the corner. Not much damage dealt so far, but they may be looking for an opening to run with. Player 1 will be in a world of hurt if their drive gauge runs out. The drive gauge is completely empty, meaning their ability to block is also weak. Player 2 is maintaining the corner position for some juicy damage. KO. Player 2 takes the round like a thief in the night. What else can they get away with? Checks with a medium. Throws him. What's next? That drive impact doesn't get through. Barely blocks the burnout. Expect the tempo of the match to change. Player 1 is in burnout. Drives off the table. Super clutch corner switch. Good job blocking the jump in. They're showing us just how patient they can be. Knockdown and Player 1 doesn't have a lot of drive gauge to play with. Not a good thing. Max SA gauges. It's a good spot to use the super. Level 3 super. Spending that meter like it's nobody's business. Ooh, they're gonna knock them out of the air. Loads up a buff. Noticeable X sneaks in the throw. This is the final round. Expect to see some fireworks. Ooh, it looks like they're waiting to see what the opponent wants to do first. A jump in? This is gonna hurt. Scrapping it out up close. Crowns them from above. What's next? Ooh, what a smart throw. Player 1, cross that off. Tap them on the go. Reach out and hug it. All stocked up. Where's the full hug gonna come into play? They're in range. We gonna see a jump in? Anticipated that throw. What now? Solid anti-air. Reads the jump in perfectly. And whip puts the fear of God in it. Player 2 really had to fight for that.
Track versus on arcade. Track versus special match. Here comes a new challenger.
Oh my God, can you fucking stop giving me Jamie?
Give me that drama. Give me that grime. Are y'all ready? It's fight night time. All right, first round. What's going to happen? Good anti-air. Both fighters have plenty of health. Where is this match going to go? Knockdown. Lots of aggression from both sides. Player 1 is just about out of drive after that. The drive gauge is completely empty, meaning their ability to block is also weak. With the throw. Knockdown. Both of them have entered burnout state, which will drastically change their approach to the fight. Jumps? Good job blocking the jump in. They're showing us just how patient they can be. It's turned into a driveless fight. How will they play it? Player 2 in trouble with no drive. Closing moments of the match. One hit's gonna do it. Jumps up. Sneaks in the throw. Player 2 takes the round like a thief in the night. What else can they get away with? Gets a risky puff in. Time for a drink. Just out of range for that throw. This fight is just underway. What kind of game plan do they have? All right, what's coming up next? Both fighters have a full super meter on deck. The winner will be the one who managed. They were right to be on guard there. A quick breather. Player 1 can't use any drive moves without burning out. Jump. Experiencing burnout. That's not gonna hit. Player 1 will have to deal with this dangerous bout of burnout for a while. Are they dead off this super? It's too close to call. Drink level 4 and now a full house to play with. Reversal. Tags him and takes the W. That's what happens when you capitalize.
Here comes a new challenger.
This is a mirror match, which means it's not just about the win, but about your pride as a player too. This is a must-win fight. Here we go. What are these fighters going to do? Gets the counter in. Gets the jump in. Staves off the cross-up. Player 1 is in burnout. Drives off the table. Got their eye on the air. Tries to keep the pressure on the opponent by zoning with fireball. Jumps. Decides to meet them in the air. Player 1 KO! Player 1 picks up the first round. That'll give them a psychological advantage. Goes for the jump in to start. Gets the jump in. Jumps in. Overdrive Hashogeki. Goes for the Shin Hashogeki. Brings out the super art. How is this gonna work out for them? Player 2 is in a pretty good situation. Oh, burnout triggered. Player 1 in dire straits with burnout. Grabbing it out, up, knocked him out of the air. Reads the jump in perfectly. Drops him hard. Noticeable sets up with the jump in. Player 1, what a finish! Last round, people. Both fighters gotta go all in from this one. All whip and no, this is gonna hurt. Smart play with the throw. Perfect execution with the anti-air. Player 2 can't let this simmer. They gotta start cooking. Jump anti-air in the clutch. Player 2, what a finish! Player 1 comes away with the win.
I'll be right back. back.
Here comes a new challenger.
Oh, Manon. It's Manon.
This is gonna be a 5-star match. Get ready for
I've been
history
reading
to be made.
on Manon. Let's try it out.
The fight's now underway. This is Vicious with the play-by-play. Goes for the throw. Tries to throw but doesn't connect. Throw whips. Player 1 has used up all of their drive gauge. The drive gauge is completely empty, meaning their ability to block is also weak. Taking stock. Neither of them willing to back off here. Checks them with the projectile. Drive gauge finally recovers. Waltzes in there and sweeps them off their feet. Holds out with the block.
There's the impact. Not letting that go unpunished.
All right, what's coming up next? Player 1 will have to fight back here with a...
That was a brutal crossover. Player 1 on the
Alright.
floor first with the win.
Let's
They'll
go.
want to keep the pressure on. Shows a medium kick.
Did well to get the buff in there. Shoots off a fireball up close.
Ghoul gained control of the match in the early going.
Taking stock.
Experiencing burnout. Player 1 has an empty drive gauge. This is a very precarious situation. Uses the gauge for a super art. Wow, that's some big time damage. Player 2 has the deck stacked against them. Can they squeeze out a win here? Hanging on for dear life. Gotta be careful not to whiff at this range. Player 1, flawless round. They got him so quick. That was a
Alright,
take on how a
nice.
solid neutral game wins matches.
They choose to run it back. Let's get right to it. Goes to the overdrive. Their drive gauge was running low, but they use an overdrive art anyway just to show they're not gunshot. Player 1 has used up all of their drive gauge. The drive gauge is completely empty, meaning their ability to block is also weaker. A dangerous range here. You don't want to get jumped on a long recovery move or you're going to eat tons of damage. Both players with no drive in the tank. Strings it all together. Can't tech the throw. Goes to the overdrive. They're at the center of the stage. What happens here will have consequences later on. Heading into the end game now.
Burnout gets him. Player 1 takes the round like a thief in the night. What else can they get away with?
Everything up until now, and everything from here on out, is so vital. Mono relies on boosting that metal level up to secure better damage. They're gonna need to work in some grabs somewhere.
Time to reassess the situation?
So, what's next?
Oh, burnout triggered! Player 1 can build off this lead.
One fighter's drive gauge is just about empty. Can they recover, or are they in trouble here?
Player 1 in dire straits with burnout. Showing some real tenacity. Player 1 needs to use the threat of the corner. Burnout! Expect the tempo of the match to change. Player 1 is in a pretty good situation with the lead. Uses the gauge for a super art. What'll happen here? Manages to block the jump-in attack. Oh, burnout triggered! Their life is hanging by a thread. They gotta lean heavily on their drive moves now. Zones with the fireball. And finds the target. Big time whip! No! This breaks them! Player 1 can't use any drive moves. Gotta play it safe. That amazing never say die attitude got them the win. This is the final round. Expect to see some fireworks. The jump-in is the connects with the throw. Big throws. Side switch in the corner. Player 2 throws them. Lands the back throw. Time to go to work. Keeps them out. Burns out. Player 1 is looking Shin Ashogeki. This could be make or break. Both sides getting ready. Player 2 has the super gauge advantage. Jump, drive, impact misses. What's next? Player 2 may be able to pull a fast one. It's all vented on the fireball.
Haha.
Ooh, I dare you to find me a better match.
A
Oh, Bison.
This isn't about just winning the match. Pride and bragging rights are at stake here. Both fighters will need to bring their A game to the table. All right, first round. What's going to happen? Combos there. Lots of aggression from both sides. Player one will be in a world of hurt if their drive gauge runs out. Trips them up. Very nice anti-air there. They read their opponent like a book. Player one is in burnout. Drives off the table. Adds on a bit extra to that to make sure the opponent walks away with a full plate. Opts for the throw to close it out. Player two picks up the first round. That'll give them a psychological advantage. From up above, good job blocking the jump in. They're showing us just how patient they can be. Had the radar up and running. Barely blocks the jump in. Going in, player two chases them down. Burnout activates. Player one is in burnout. Drives off the table. Goes forward with the gut punch. Player one doesn't have a lot of drive gauge to play with. Not a good thing. Looking for a chance. Oh, could be the start of something. Gets the jump in. Overgoes for the Shin Hashogeki. KO. This is the final round. Expect to see some fireworks. Ooh, it looks like they're waiting to see what the opponent wants to do first. Overdrive Hadouken. That feeling out phase is over. Time to get down to business. Player two is in a pretty good situation with a meter advantage. Oh, says no to the impact. Experiencing burnout. Player one in dire straits with burnout. You gut drops them from the air. Oh, could be the start of something. Uses the fireball to try and get a reaction. Barely blocks the jump in. Meets them air to air. Ooh, what a smart throw. What now? Anti-air in the clutch. Player one is looking at a grim situation with burnout. The pace of the round goes to the air. Drops them. Both fighters are down to half life. Reads the jump in perfectly. Nothing stops this train. Back to the court. Are we gonna play impact peekaboo? The super hit is gonna be enough to kill. Does not leave anything to chance with that super finish. Player two is a
special online. Special match. Online special match. Versus arcade. Online special match. Versus special versus rack versus special versus practice. Versus here comes a new challenger.
Y'all better have your Sunday's best on because it's time for business. The fight's now underway. This is Vicious with the play-by-play. Opts for the throw. Player two pushes the opponent into the corner. The throw hits. Now the fun begins. Oh, whiffs the throw. That's some big juicy damage on that counter hit. Neither of them willing to back off. Goes for a projectile to try and change the pace. Knockdown. Smart throws. That'll do more damage than usual. Raises with power weight. KO. Player one picks up the always important first round. They'll want to keep the ball rolling. Cracks the dome. There's an overdrive shorty. Jumps in, brushes that off, and keeps going. Gets the combo. There's a change of size. Player one needs to use the threat of the corner here. Yo, put that away. Going in, experiencing burnout. Player one in dire straits with burnout. Bends the meter, hoping for a good return. Sets it up. Goes for the Shin Shoryuken. They're willing to go all in here. And they create an opportunity for themselves to seal the deep. Oh my, sends it on the fireball. Player one brings it home. Let's see if they can build themselves a streak. Right back into the rematch. We ain't even close to done yet. Goes for a projectile to try and change the pace. Gets the crossover. There's a corner switch. Player one needs to deal with this burnout. Knockdown. Grabs him.
Pay attention.
And the throw ends the round. Player one sets the tone with that win. Let's see if they can keep it up. They've both showed their hands a little bit, so they must be thinking of a counter. Ooh! Hits them with a stop and pop. Were they baiting them into that? Breaks the block with a throw. Player one has an empty drive game. This is a very precarious situation. Superb reactions on display. Gotta be careful not to whip at this range. Delivers the pain right to the doorstep. Digs in deep to get that drive in. That combo did decent damage. Player one will looking to impress with this super. Sets it up. Goes for the Shin Shoryuken. They're willing to go all in here. Uses their drive gauge. You've got a solid anti-air. Shifts them for the win. That's what happens when you capitalize on all of your chances.
Special match.
Here comes a new challenger.
We're in for something special right here, right now.
Let us begin.
I am surprised.
Round one.
Mine.
Here we go. What are these fighters going to do? Checks with the projectile. Both fighters are pretty much unscathed. Okay, we're in the early stages of the round. Side switch. Now they're on the defensive. Player one will be in a world of hurt if their drive gauge runs out. Lots of aggression from both sides. But hold your breath. Strings it all together. Shoots off a fireball up close. With the throw. Both players with no drive in the tank. Sticks the jump in. Jumps? Good job blocking the jump in. They're showing us just how patient they can be. Player two in trouble with no drive. Fantastic crossover. Player one
player
picks up
some
the
kick.
first round.
Come on, master
That'll
kick,
give
come
them a
on.
psychological advantage. Ooh, it looks like they're waiting to see what the opponent wants to do first. Uses the fireball to try and establish their pace. Still very early in the round. Anything could happen here. Who will gain control of the match in the early going? Drive runs to keep it going. Player one is in burnout. Drives off the table. Takes the opponent out of the air. This is a chance to dictate the pace. Looking for a super arc? Throws a fireball. Hits them with a stop and pop. He's got the meter for a drive impact. They must have a game plan here with a critical art on deck, but executing that plan is the key. Drops them. The fighter charges in there. This is the final round. Expect to see some fireworks. Overdrive, go! It's time for both fighters to lay it all on the line. Experiencing burnout. A jump knocks them out of the air. Player one will look to apply pressure. Okay, here we go. Player one, anti-air in the clutch. Chuck the fireball to continue their hold over their zone. Player two, solid anti-air. Drops them hard. This is gonna hurt. Gets the stuff, drops them from the air. Player one is looking more fuel to the fire. Cook them up. Slices the gastrointestinal